This bass line screams melody to me in the sense that it has a lot of irregularity to it. I don't mean in the timing or anything. It just has kind of an A part, a B part, and then it repeats the A part and does like a C part. So when you really stretch the whole thing out, it's its own melody. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Low End University. We have arrived at another bonus episode where I randomly draw a song from all of the requests I received over on Patreon last month. By now, you guys know the drill. Let's let the random number generator gods decide. Last month, I received 184 requests. So let's go over here, 1 through 184. And whatever's on line 169. I think that's the highest number we've gotten so far. 169 is what I'm hearing. And that is At the Drive-In, Quarantined, requested by Brandon Reese. Thanks for your request, Brandon. That's the one. And I've been meaning to get to this band too, so let's look them up. At the Drive-In, Quarantined. Jump right into it. Relationship of Command. I guess that's the album. Stormy. It's bright and sunny outside. I'm gonna pretend it's raining. Juicy. I've never heard this band before. Crash on 2 is cool. Hypersensitive to those. It's almost kind of Pink Floyd-ish. And the only thing I know about this band is that it was the band before the Mars Volta, or maybe I got that wrong. 2 of the guys from the Mars Volta were in this band or started this band. Just really jogging my memory on that. I expected it to be kind of chaotic, maybe like the Mars Volta. I want to start it over and get my head around that bass line. Sounds like a picked jazz tone. Very natural sound. You can almost hear the flubbiness of some of the notes when whoever's playing bass digs in. But I didn't expect it to be so chill. But I already had these guys on the list. I don't know if it was this song, but this band for sure. Let's go back. I can skip past the thunderstorm. I believe it's down here in E. Yeah, that flubby note right there. Really interesting phrasing. It's not quite on the downbeat with all the little fills. Okay, this bass line screams melody to me in the sense that it has a lot of irregularity to it. I don't mean in the timing or anything. It just has kind of an A part, a B part, and then it repeats the A part and does like a C part. So when you really stretch the whole thing out, it's its own melody, kind of driving the song from the intro, and all the other elements are kind of supporting it, giving it some ambiance. Again, very Floyd-esque, especially in some of the guitars. So... and some of the accents where those little note changes happen are not all on the downbeat. It's a very specific phrasing, but it's loosely kind of around this pentatonic shape. I think they're throwing in some flat 5s on the B flat. I hear a little bit of chromatic walk up on some of them. But that tone is, I don't know if I can always recreate the tones just completely on the fly. It's got a little bit of treble grit to it. It's kind of thuddy, but not in a bad way. It's kind of a natural way. It makes me think of a jazz bass or something. So I'm just changing the knobs here. Maybe I can get something kind of close. Has that thuddiness to it. Almost makes me think the player is picking a little closer where the strings are less tense here, because you can get a whole tonal difference plucking here versus here down by the bridge. Hear all the low end creeps up. So all that stuff's really important to achieve the right vibe. And just if you're trying to recreate a tone yourself, think about these things. Let's keep it going. Cool setup so far. Yeah, it's a little tricky. Picking up speed. Digging this. Bassline's picking up energy here. It's not quite as mellow and groovy. It's got a bit more of that just driving, going up to the octaves. Sounds like the tone got a little more saturated. And again, when I go into an episode like this, I didn't read anybody's name. I believe it's the singer who sings in the Mars Volta. Omar, Cedric, I can't even remember which one is which. That's the downside of doing these, and I try to comment on them, but I just understand the relationship between the two bands. And if it is the same person singing, I already prefer this a bit more than the Mars Volta style. He's a phenomenally unique singer. This just has a bit more of a melodic side to it, whereas the Mars Volta is about the rhythm and the quirkiness. From the little bit I've heard, I dig this a lot. It's a little bit more digestible, but still teeters on some of that frantic composition style. I don't know if it'll keep ramping up. It definitely foreshadows it, but the bass line has evolved here to kind of a... Chord progression is still here in E minor, goes up to the 4, which is A minor, goes up to the C, 6, 7, 1. So similar to the intro, just simplified, a bit more energetic. Let's keep it rolling. Slight variation there too, goes up to the 7, the D major, kind of walks it up to the F sharp and the G. It almost sounds like it's F sharp, G, F sharp down to the C, which has that kind of Lydian tritone sound. So cool move there, really emphasizing the tonality of the Lydian sound, but that's being extremely hair-splitting. Like that. Awesome. Back to the Floyd thing. Wasn't expecting this. Reading the band name. Love how everything lines up there, and it almost sounds like he digs in a bit harder on that bass line. Right there. Lots of layers, just stuff Stuff going by in the clouds. Dreamy. Got a real smooth groove to it. Same part again. Like that guitar layer just going between A and G, so it's the 4 to the 3. Just kind of gives it more of that suspended feel. So lots of melodic guitar layering happening there. I'm trying to listen for that as well because it's a big part of the vibe of the piece. I'm really honed in on the bass line, of course, but all these little things shouldn't be ignored for how they make the bass line fit into the context of everything. It can really change the way it comes across, so those things are always important to focus on. Cool. Digging it so far. Right on. It's almost like the intro, but just a different variation, almost like a reprise of the way it started. This is a bit more, there's a bit more range in it. We have this high note he's jumping up to here, the minor third, I believe. So outlining this E minor once again, I think it's just a... something like that. It's some interesting notes there, not the ones I would usually expect hearing those patterns, but... And then, cool. Still sunny outside. Cool little thing there, all in reverse. Trippy outro. Well, that's my first time hearing At the Drive-In. This band gets requested all the time. I think the song I have on my list is Armed Scissor. Again, nothing to look at. I know it's Scissor something, but I've seen this one a lot too. And Brandon, congratulations. Your request was picked by the random number generator gods. What I like about this song is that it almost felt like an instrumental interlude that just happened to have some vocals in it. It didn't feel like a vocal driven song. There was something about it that the instrumentals were a huge part of the way it was brought in. They set up the vibe. And while there was a vocal melody, verse, chorus, pre-chorus, I mean, that had that type of structure, there's something about the vibe that just made me think of a Pink Floyd instrumental and some of those unorthodox song structures Pink Floyd had where a lot of the song was instrumental and there was just one or two verses. It reminded me of that. And as powerful as the vocals were, I feel like they were just blended in as another instrument. But because in the range of those vocals, there were so many little arpeggiating guitar leads, maybe some synths, just a lot of layering. And again, as I was talking about the word recontextualize, things like that can completely determine how the vocals come across. At the drive-in, there we go. Random drawing. We did it again. These are always so fun. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. If you'd like to throw your favorite song or band in the hat, a song you've been wanting me to do for a long time, come join us on Patreon. This supports the channel. You can participate in this. And we also do full albums every month. Full albums. They're 90 to 120 minute long episodes. We vote on them every month. It's a lot of fun. And if you're a bass player and want to learn from me, I have bass lessons, music theory lessons, just tons of stuff over there. So come hang out. If you enjoyed this, please make sure you're subscribed. I love you all. We'll see you in the next one.